Hey everyone, today I have a quick haul video. One of my viewers pointed me to Uniquely Creative. They are an Australian company that does card kits. So this one here is the Teenage Spirit card kit. This is the one that I have purchased to try out. I don't often buy card kits, so I thought maybe it'd be fun to do a video that created the 6 example cards from the kit, and then I'll do another video with all of the leftovers so that I finish everything up. The kit does have in it a pack of 10 cards and 10 envelopes, and they are Australian sizes rather than the US A2. I always create A2 card sizes, so I'm just going to put the Australian sizes into my stash and see if I can modify the cards to suit an A2 card, which is slightly shorter and slightly wider. So I'm just looking here through the paper pack, and these are fantastic. They are very, very cool because they do not have glue at the top. I really hate paper pads with glue because you have to then trim them down. These are one-sided papers, and you can see here there is an absolute combination of sports and music and video games, lots of things that teenagers would enjoy. There is 2 of each of the paper designs, so once I've made the initial 6 cards, there's going to be plenty of leftovers to create lots of additional designs as well. I also picked up a series of 12 by 12 pattern papers. I absolutely love this one. It's called Trim the Tree, and it's got these 3 by 4 designs on one side and then a cool pattern on the other. Some of these are journaling cards, so I'm less likely to use this side of the paper, but several of these would make excellent Christmas cards with very little effort. The colour palette, as I said, it's so unusual and just so pretty. On the opposite side, you'll see that there's actually some Christmas decorations just in a neutral green on white. I think I could also incorporate that into some cards really easily as well. I love that it's got the candy canes and the lollies and gingerbread, everything very Christmassy. As part of that series as well, in the same colour scheme, there was these ones with these, funky looking circles. This backside that has the green watercolour is something that I probably wouldn't be as likely to use unless I was using the end. Like that bit in the middle with the white, I'd be likely to use the dots instead. This one here, I just love the colour combination. The design's really pretty as well, and it would partner up with a lot of the neutrals that I often use, but there's nothing too unique or different about this paper. And on the other side, I don't mind this. I think this could be useful also. This next one is called Sea Urchin, and honestly, this is one of my absolute favourites. On the backside, again, a great partner paper for it. It could be used together, but this just looks so cool. It looks like a science experiment in real life. I'm really going to enjoy using that one. This one is called Forever, and I did purchase 10 of these. I love the gradient on the back. I think that would make a really cool background, and you could add some dimension and maybe some mixed media to it. On the front, if I look at these, there's probably a few of them that I would use, like the happy birthday, maybe a couple of the pictures, but for the most part, I plan on using the opposite side. This one's called Gamer Paper, and I really just got this because I thought it'd be fantastic to partner up with the Teenage Spirit card kit. So if I just needed some extra paper, especially with all of the different die cuts, then that could be a good option. These next ones are from the Moody Blues collection, and I think this one's called Midnight. It just has gorgeous, gorgeous blue and white. I really love using dark colours, so there was a couple of pattern papers from this collection where I got a couple of them. This one's called Blue Mountains, and Blue Mountains is a location in Australia that is very, very beautiful. So this has, I guess, inspired the name of this particular paper. And again, the navy with the different tones and the white are really impactful, so I'm looking forward to using these. The next few are from the Boho Picnic collection, and I am not someone who's really into a lot of florals, but these just look so vintage and so unique that I thought I was going to give it a go. So I love this olive colour on the back of this pattern paper. I have no idea which of those sides I'm going to use. But for this one, this feels like I could cut these out and then use them as embellishments on some cards. This last one here is called Dream Big Dreams. And again, colour palette. I love fall colours. I love neutrals. I'm going to have a blast with that. Up next is the dies and stamps. Now I purchased these 2 here, which are not quite cover plate dies, but they do cover, the majority of the front of an A2 card, and the dimensions are perfect to put 1/2 inch around the edge. Now they are sold out, so I apologise, but I do encourage you to check out the clearance of different websites when you're making a purchase, because you never know what you're going to find. I'm really looking forward to using these to use some of my critter stamps that are going to be poking out from the edge of those frames. This next die set is 2 sets of square frames, and there's 3 little frames in each of the little dies. They look brilliant done in gold or silver to create a focal feature on a card. This one is called the Aussie Geo Stamps. This just reminds me of those crystal animals that you can buy. I don't know, I have no idea what I'm going to do with these. They're on clearance and I just think they're super interesting, and I'm sure I can come up with something creative to do with these. Up next is these metal cogs. They come in 4 different styles. I picked the silver ones and I was super surprised when they arrived. It looks like there's a couple of dozen in the pack and they're all different sizes, but they're kind of heavy. So I think they're going to be great when I do some mixed media work. Okay, the final section is with some of these die cuts and some paper packs. So the first one here, this is the Moody Blues collection. I'm going to open this up and I'm going to show you the papers. You will recognize some of the designs from the 12 by 12, but they are very, very unique. And I think I'd be able to maybe do one of my videos using a full paper pack. Are they the videos that you enjoy the most? I'm not sure. Maybe let me know in the comments below what type of videos are your favorite. These butterflies, they're so pretty, and I would have got them in the 12 by 12, but they were completely sold out. So I'm super happy to see that there's 2 sheets of them in the paper collection pack. This final collection is called Boho Picnic, and you will recognise some of these pattern papers from the 12 by 12 that I've already shown you. And the front of this you can also use for a card design. It comes straight from one of the pattern papers in the collection. So I'm just going to go through these now and I'm going to show you all of the designs. They are absolutely gorgeous, and the colour palette, this is what's got me about Uniquely Creative. The colour palettes are absolutely brilliant, and the way that they've done each collection, they all have their own unique style. I also love the combination in the paper collections of cut aparts, pattern papers, and then die cuts that you can fussy cut and use to create really interesting cards. Final part, this is some of what they call creative cuts. There's 2 packs here that are the vellum ones, the one I'm shaking around in my hand at the moment, that has gorgeous flowers, and look, there's some really pretty hummingbirds. I'm looking forward to using those. And then the ones that have sort of the tropical leaves on the right hand side. The ones to the left are called Birds and Roots, I think, and it must be a run-out collection because this was all they had. I didn't find any of the pattern papers, but I thought I could definitely partner them up with some of the papers that I already have in my collection. When I got the pack, it had a card in it, one of those just normal advertising cards and a thank you. But on the opposite side, very clever, they actually have some black and white sentiments that you can cut out. If you do have their stamp set and the matching die, which allows you to do multiple stamps at once, you can actually use that on this card to automatically cut out really, really perfectly cut sentiments. I don't have the die cut, but I can use my trimmer. Here's another video I think you might enjoy. Have a great day.